Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Cruise Conversations, and it's the Meet the Innovators series. Today I'm joined by one of our founding partners of the event and CSI Plus. It's Ian Tacknell with Seckers Fabrics. Hello Ian.
Hi Toby, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Thank you for remembering me. So tell us a bit about yourself then for our audience at home. Who are Seckers Fabrics and what do you guys do?
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Seckers Fabrics, we're going into our 83rd year as a business. We started originally in England, moved up to Scotland in 2006, which is where I'm talking to you from. I've been in the business for 21 years last summer, so I've been here quite some time. And I was fortunate to be in a position 4 years ago to buy the business with my partner. We own Seckers Fabrics and Weems Fabrics, and we design and market furnishing fabrics and wall coverings, all of which are certified for IMO use and also general hospitality use.
Very good. Okay, great. So I suppose the first question is that you guys you have all the approvals, you already supply to the cruise industry?
Yeah, we've been supplying to the cruise industry much longer than I've been at the business. We've worked with all of the UK cruise businesses and more recently global. In the last 10 years, we've had a big push globally, and we now supply all of the major cruise operators, working closely with all the designers, specifiers and outfitters based globally.
So tell us then, for those at home, what are some of the typical applications that you'd find your products in? What are some of the common things you're seeing requests for?
So you would see, I mean, our biggest order we had recently was for 20,000 meters of one fabric, which was just for cabin furniture upholstery. I won't mention the cruise line. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to or not, to be honest, but you know, that was a fantastic order. So public areas, cabins. All of our fabrics are inherently fire retardant. They don't require any extra treatment, which is really important for the cruise lines, especially at the moment with the virus and the cleanability factor. If you apply a coating for, say, a curtain fabric or a bedspread fabric, it can easily be cleaned off or washed away. So then it no longer becomes fire retardant. So all of our fabrics are inherent, and so it gives the confidence for the architects to specify us when you know they're using it in the high areas for cabin use and public areas.
Perfect. So as you guys at home know, this series is all about innovation, product launches, and exciting stuff that's going on in the industry. So Ian, talk to us. What's going on with you and your business? Who have you recently partnered with?
So Seckers, as we just said, there's a great pedigree in the cruise lines, but really exciting news that we launched February of this year. We partnered with FR1. FR1 is a worldwide furnishing fabric business based out of Belgium. They've been going for over 10 years now, and we have taken over the exclusive rights to partner with them and market them within the UK. And it's really exciting. We've had a fantastic reaction so far, albeit there's a lot of people in lockdown, a lot of people not working, but so far so good. The news is out there now, and you know, the feedback is that very many customers, land-based and marine, are very happy that Seckers now has the FR1 brand within the UK.
So what does FR1 stand for, first of all, so our audience at home know?
So FR would be fire retardancy, and that's obviously the FR connection there, and one is the fabric passes every single FR requirement globally, which is quite an amazing achievement. It really is, you know, from a land-based perspective. But it also has, it's the only furnishing fabric company in the world that has module E for the cruise ships. So that's a post-production module. So everything that FR1 supply has all the relevant modules and all the IMO certifications required for the use on marine cruise ships, river boats, etc., etc. So it's a fantastic product that will pass absolutely everything.
And tell me then, so with your partnership with FR1, you're the exclusive company within the UK. So companies like AD Associates, SMC, the guys down at Carnival, these are the companies that you're going to be targeting from the FR1 perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. In actual fact, I know we're only into March, but we've already targeted them. We've had conversations with them, and they're already sampled up with the fantastic new binders that you can see just to my left, probably to your right, that encompass brand new 2021 collection and the best of all of the other collections that are already in the marketplace. So we packaged them up, marketed them under the Steckers brand new binders. And majority of those guys, I like to say, are already sampled up and hopefully already specifying the FR1 product.
Fantastic. So for those of you at home that are watching this, if you're currently working with a design studio, a River Cruise brand, this is the company that you can now work with. So Steckers to get your FR1 samples. Talk to us about, a lot of people are still in lockdown, they're at home, they can't get to their office to collect mail. What can you do if you're desperate to get those samples of fabrics, but you're not able to get the full binder? What can they do about that?
Okay, so that's a really good point. I'm glad you brought that up, Toby. We have on the Steckers website, which also has Steckers FR1 page on the website, but I don't want to forget Steckers. We have what we call an e-binder. So the binders that you see to my left, the binders that you see to my right, being the Steckers binders, are all available digitally on our website. You can literally open it up, flick the pages, just as you would as if the binder was there in front of you. So it's a really quick, easy and practical way for every designer who hasn't got the space at home, they don't want a load of samples, understandably. Go to the website, click on e-binder, and within a second, if you see a fabric you want, you click on it, and it'll take you straight through to the basket to order a sample. We'll deliver it next day.
That sounds like it's not just a practical or a space-saving solution. That is got a huge sustainability impact written all over it, right? Surely sending out hundreds of samples to people that they only want one fabric, they don't want the whole binder. This is solving a huge problem for wastage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the cost of sampling for us as a business is one of our major costs. And we are really looking for the future to see how we can reduce that cost, not just for us as a business, but for everything, the sustainability side of it. Our suppliers, supply a lot of fabrics worldwide that just simply go to waste. We send thousands of samples out every week from Dundee all around the world. And, we really question probably 5–10% of them actually get used. So what happens to the rest of them? They just get thrown into the tip or wherever they go. And we are looking seriously now. We're working with our suppliers to digitize all of our fabrics, to have them online so that the architects and designers can simply download them, use them in their 3D applications to make it really easy for those guys to send the visualization concepts to their clients so that they can see it. So rather than having to send out 20 samples for them to maybe select 2, okay, go online, select the ones you want, and then we'll send you the samples. So it's a win-win for everybody.
That sounds like the future to me. Surely that's what the designers need to be doing. And I think it's on the designer as well to not request big catalogues of fabrics that they're not really going to use, aside from a couple that they actually want to use.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. It's the way we've done it for years, and we've all got to start to get used to. Okay, we had sample books, we cut them up, we put them on a sample board, etc., and that's fine. We're more than happy to still do that, and we don't see that being completely replaced. But we need to use technology today to assist us all in our workplace, and that's what we want to do. We're getting behind it. It's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight, but we've all got to do our bit to reduce the consumption of everything, really, so that we can all.
And on the subject of consumption, what are FR1 and what are Steckers doing about sustainability from a product point of view? Is there anything that you guys have launched or anything that the product is actually made up of that's going to help the planet?
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a lot of our suppliers now, the weavers globally, looking at recycled polyester and various different compositions to reduce down and make it more sustainable. We have one product in the 2021 collection, which is brand new, it's not been seen yet. I can show you a very small card, and there are all the colours that are available. This is a curtain fabric. It's actually a dim out fabric, and it's made entirely of recycled plastic bottles. It's a wide width dim out, which is 300 centimetres wide. So for every metre of fabric, it takes about 20 recycled bottles. So that's a fantastic achievement. It's not easy to have it recycled and be fire retardant.
That was my question.
It isn't easy, and it does make it more expensive. But again, you know, we have to weigh up what are we all prepared to do, what are we all prepared to pay a little bit more to make everything more sustainable and recyclable. So
Yeah.
the 2021 collection for FR1 is all more than 50% recyclable. This one is 100%. So again, I think more and more you will see it, because we're having conversations weekly with our suppliers. It takes a while for these collections to come out. You will see more and more recycled content in all of our fabrics moving forward.
And obviously the impact that has is not only are you recycling materials, but when it comes to refurbish the ship and they're changing the fabrics, the impact is double, because they're obviously then changing it with recycled materials again, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's just a win-win policy for us all, and I think I'm sure all, you know, carpets, wall coverage, everything. Everyone's looking at it at the moment. It's becoming a big, and rightly so, a big topic, and we all need to make sure that we do our bit.
For sure. So talk to me. How does that impact cleanability of the product? Because, you know, the virus that I was reluctant to mention. Don't want to give it any more airtime. People, the cruise lines, the housekeeping departments are looking at different solutions, bleach products, you know, steam cleaning. How does that play a role in what you guys are offering?
Well, more and more now, if you look on our Seccas products from an upholstery perspective, we have many AquaClean technology. Now that basically means any stains can be cleaned off simply with water, hence AquaClean. But they're also antimicrobial and antibacterial, and they've been tested to reduce the where microbes get into fabrics, and hence it can make it a lot easier to clean any kind of upholstery situation in the cabins or the public areas. So all of our upholsteries, we also have a brand called FiberGuard for the Seccas upholstery fabrics. Again, that makes it cleanable with water. At the moment, they're not antimicrobial and antibacterial, but in 2022, all of our FiberGuard collections we launch will also be antimicrobial and antibacterials, which is a massive plus for anyone wanting to make sure that their ships are cleanable. And moving forward, all of our curtain fabrics, as I touched on before, are inherently fire retardant, which means they can be cleaned very, very easily. Some of them to really high temperatures, over 71 degrees, which is where you need to get to, like for hospitals, and that's where the cabins, obviously, you know, with the viruses and bugs that come, and they're going to continue to come. You can be washed at a really, really high temperature, which is great because you get rid of all the viruses. The issue is if the fabrics are not inherently fire retardant and you wash them too often, you can reduce or completely remove the fire retardancy capabilities. So this is something for the designers and architects to be aware of. They might see a great fabric that looks fantastic, but it isn't practical enough to last long enough in the situation it's required. So we don't have any fabrics, curtain fabrics, bedding fabrics, that need an extra treatment to make them fire retardant, because eventually that would just wash out, and you can't have that situation 2-3 years down the line where fabrics are not fire retardant. It's simply not acceptable.
And what happens then with so the cleanability scale, like going up to these high temperatures using certain products? How does that impact the color? Does it start to fade, or is it you know, got something in it that means it doesn't fade from a design point of view?
Yeah, no. Obviously, when they wash it, they need to wash it at the temperatures that we state it can be washed at, because obviously you get shrinkage as well. That's going to happen. There's not a lot you can do about that. But obviously, as long as they wash it to the temperatures that we suggest and we say, that everything will be perfectly fine. It won't shrink and it won't discolor.
Fantastic. So just to summarize then, you guys have partnered with FR1. You're targeting, for that part of the business, you're targeting UK-based design studios, cruise brands, outfitters. So our good friends at Trimline and MJM, these are potential customers of yours. Companies like SMC, AD, Richmond, the folks at Carnival, any of the river cruise line companies. And then, if you're outside of the UK, you're working from a Seccas point of view, you're supplying globally.
Yeah, Seccas is globally. We obviously own the business. We can sell it wherever we wish. We have fantastic relationships with all of the countries globally that are heavily into marine. You know, as you know, we support you guys in your exhibitions, going to Miami. We've got great representation in the States. You know, I cover Europe myself. We have a UK marine guy specifically for marine, and I go across to Asia as well myself. So we have the whole world covered from a marine perspective for Seckers. So we're very happy that we have the fantastic relationship. We've got the pedigree. People can be confident in working with us, using us. We know what it takes. So yes, Seckers globally and FR1 UK.
Fantastic. So finally then, Ian, I want to just finish up by asking you, so you've got a lot of your customers watching this, whether they're UK based or around the globe. What is the message that you'd like to give them? Obviously events they're on the horizon. There's a light at the end of the tunnel that people keep saying. What's your message?
Okay, so I would say, you know, yes, absolutely, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's been a mad year for us all. It's been great that we've kept in touch. You guys have done a fantastic job. That I would like to say that on behalf of the industry. Thank you very much. Seckers, we're launching new collections this month. From the Seckers point of view, February we took over FR1 for UK, so we're very, very active at the minute getting that distributed within the UK. And many of those you just mentioned have already got the sampling, and we'll continue to get our support. So we are continuing to design and to develop and to launch new, exciting furnishing fabrics and wall coverings for the marine section. And you know, just watch this space. You know, we're working on the sustainability, we're working on the digitization, and we're working on, as we always do, where we can possibly try to launch innovative and interesting and commercial products that all of the guys within this great industry of ours can specify on the ships.
Perfect. Ian, thank you for summarising that so well. Guys, what we're going to do is we're going to include a link either on the screen now, I'm not sure how we can do that, or a link in the comments, whatever it might be, where you can get straight onto the Seckers website, you can browse their digital collection, and you can get in touch with Ian directly. Ian, thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you at the next event.
Absolutely, and see you in Miami.
Take care, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers, Toby.